From the studios at Bossier Parish Community College, this is BPCC News.
Hi, I'm Kayla Moore.
And I'm Miranda Mahmood. Thanks for tuning in to BPCC News.
The Cavalier Express student recruiting team is sponsoring their annual Turkey Buck raffle. You can enter today for a chance to win a turkey dinner and all the fixings. Entries are $1 per feather and may be purchased in the Office of Recruiting in Building A, Room 133. Office hours are 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The winner will be drawn on November 18th at 11 a.m.
The Writing Lab is open today in Building G, Room 219 for students of all disciplines. Faculty tutors are available by appointment, and a computer lab is open to all students with a writing assignment. Printing is also available, and lab hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Friday hours are 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and students can use Canvas to see available appointment times and schedule their own tutoring session.
Each November, men across the country grow out their mustaches and beards in support of the Movember Foundation. To raise awareness for men's health, since 2003, the foundation has been working to bring attention to the importance of preventing and treatment of testicular cancer, prostate cancer, mental health, and suicide awareness. To show your support, make a pledge, give funds to the foundation, and of course, grow out your facial hair. To find out more about the Movember Foundation, visit movember.com. For all Halloween, BPCC students and staff got in on the fun by participating in a Halloween contest.
Let's take a look at what creations participants came up with.
My name's Carly Brymer, and I'm an angel who fell from heaven. I got the idea from the pickup line, "Are you an angel? No, did you fall from heaven because you look like an angel?"
Hi, I'm Amber Nicholson, and I'm a mob wife, and that's pretty much it. I'm a mob wife from the actual TV show Mob Wives.
Okay, I'm Jordan Giat. I'm a necromancer. I bring people back from the dead and make them eat your flesh. Yeah, it's good. Good living.
I'm Katrina Sproles. I'm the Staff Senate President, and I am Operation full with tweezers and water on the knee and Charlie horse.
Hey, I'm Austin. I'm Shaggy. I'm not really dressed up, you know, in the green shirt and brown pants, but I look like him, so there you go.
My name is Pierre. My costume is the best around, as I improvised this get-up from the state-of-the-art closet of mine. And I should be able to win this year's first place.
Hey, I'm Martha, and we are part of the Human Resources at Bossier Parish Community College.
Shannon.
Christina.
Mandy.
Terry.
And we decided to be the Ghostbusters this year, or the Witch Busters. And we just liked our costume because said to be on an Indian burial ground here at BPCC, and so we like to play pranks on each other. And one day one got out of hand, and we just went with that and rolled with it. So here we are, the Witch/Ghostbusters.
The 110th edition of the State Fair of Louisiana has arrived. The fair features the largest livestock show and carnival in the state, so step right up for delicious food, fun, and games. The fair runs through November 13th and is closed on Mondays. For more information, visit statefairoflouisiana.com.
Earlier this week, the tip-off in the Quad celebration, sponsored by the BPCC Student Government Association and the Office of Student Life, was held to start off BPCC's basketball season, where students had the opportunity to meet the Cavalier and Lady Cavalier basketball teams. The event featured free food, Zor ball racing, performances, and drawings for prizes. For future Cavalier and Lady Cavalier game dates and times, check the Office of Student Life events calendar. Looks like we can expect a little cool down later this weekend.
After the break, we'll check in with Terry Hawkins for this weekend's forecast.
My name is Jessica Ingram. I go to Bossier Parish Community College, and I'm a fine art photography major. I decided to go to BPCC because they have the mass communication program that I wanted, and also it's very affordable. offers a bunch of stuff for their mass communication department. I chose photography because it is my favorite art form and I want to make a career out of it. Bossier Parish Community College has a studio for their portrait photographers where you can bring in your subjects and control the lighting and the background so that you can get more studio quality images. They also have a complete Mac lab where you can learn things like Photoshop and editing photos and even film. Not only are you learning about the techniques with your camera and posing, but you're also learning about the business side of it. You'll know how to handle your money, how to get your demographic going, and just, pretty much what you need to know to have your own business with photography. It's very, very in-depth. It's hands-on, so it's not like you're reading a textbook. You're actually going out in the field and taking pictures and learning from critiquing from the students and the teacher. My favorite part is that we get to learn through peer and professor critique so that you know what, if anything, you did wrong and how to improve your photography and hone your skills. I've come a long way. As you can see, I'm having a gallery. This is my first one. This wouldn't have been possible without BPCC. I've learned so many techniques and how to pose people, how to just be into the business of it all.
Hello and welcome back to another BPCC Weather. I'm your host, Terry Hawkins. Now let's go over and check over today's temperatures. Over here we have 71 in Marshall, down here 74 in Nacogdoches, up here 69 Texarkana, and middle of 74 Boise and Shreveport. Moving over here, we have 74 in Minden, 76 in Ruston, and finally 78 in Natchitoches. Now let's check our 5-day forecast, see what's on our way. Today on Friday, no chance of rain, but it's still cloudy with 77 for the high and 60 for the low. On Saturday, no chance of rain also, 73 for the high, 53 for the low. And on Sunday, 76 for the high and 49 for the low. Starting next week off, the rain is going to pick up with a 4% chance with a 74 for the high, 55 for the low. And finally on Tuesday, 4% chance of rain also, 71 for the high, 57 for the low. Well, that is all from me. I am Terry Hawkins, back to the news desk.
November is recognized as National Marrow Awareness Month. There are almost 20,000 patients in the United States waiting for marrow transplants or blood transplants. The purpose of this campaign is to encourage those in good health to become a part of the National Marrow Donor Registry. All racial and ethnic groups are encouraged to become donors. For more information, you can visit the match.org website.
The election is only days away and many still may not be aware of all that's on the ballot. Here's some last-minute election tips.
November 8th is a very important day for all registered voters in Caddo and Bossier Parish. We're asking and encouraging all voters to get out and vote on this election day. Not only is it a federal election where we'll be electing a new president, United States senator, and congressman, but there are also several local issues on the ballot, as well as 6 constitutional amendments that our voters need to go out, take a serious look at, and be prepared to vote intelligently about those issues on election day. There are several millages that will affect health units, our roads and bridges for the next 10 years, And we need our citizens to be informed about these issues, especially our college students. There are issues on this ballot that will affect how tuition and is issued and through the management of various boards, but there are also issues that affect how the register of voters are going to be appointed throughout the entire state of Louisiana. After 6 constitutional amendments on this ballot on November the 8th, one of those established a new requirement for the local register of voters and how those local register of voters are appointed. Voters need to look at this issue, find out how it's going to affect their local register of voters, get educated about it, and make an informed decision. Our younger people, our college students, they need to understand that Proposition number 2 deals with the tuition and how higher education management boards set annual tuition rates and fees for colleges and universities. That's just 2 of the 6 constitutional amendments. Our voters need to be educated about those issues. Be informed, stay informed, get educated, and be ready to make an informed decision on November the 8th. The polls open at 6 a.m. and will close at 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you on November the 8th.
Across the state, the final games of the high school football season are wrapping up, and some teams are trying to make that final push into the postseason.
We also have a preview of Alabama versus LSU this weekend. Let's check in with Greg Johnson for the latest.
Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in for BPCC Sports. I'm Greg Johnson. BPCC women's basketball team will be in action on November 8th, and they will be taking on the Southern University Shreveport Lady Jaguars right here at BPCC. Tip-off will be at 5:30 p.m. And on November 9th, the BPCC men's basketball team will host against McLennan's Community College. Tip-off will be at 6:30 p.m. Well, it is the final week of regular season high school football. For seniors across the state, this is their last time ever put on a high school football jersey. And it's also it's a chance for some teams to get into the playoffs. So here's some local teams who are playing tonight. Fair Park versus North DeSoto, Jonesboro versus Calvary, Airline versus Parkway, Minden versus Woodlawn, Plain Dealing versus Arcadia, Mansfield versus Loyola, Southwood versus North Webster, Bird versus Evangel, Bolger versus Benton, and Houghton versus Captain Shreve. Good luck to all teams tonight who is making that final push into the postseason. To college football, the LSU Tigers will host the top-ranked Alabama on Saturday. Coach Orgeron has the Tigers going in the right direction, but for the last 5 years, the game has been long to the Crimson Tide. The Tigers have not beaten Alabama since 2011. LSU has a different outcome this year as they prepare for their toughest test this season. Here is a preview between Alabama versus LSU.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sun will soon find its home in the western sky, and it will be Saturday night in Death Valley.
Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock p.m. on CBS. Once again, I'm Greg Johnson with BPCC Sports. Until next time, back to the news desk.
Now we'll check in with Cody Vaughn to take a look at what happened on this day in history.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Cody Vaughn, and welcome back to another segment of Today in History. I'm your host for today, and we're going to be taking a look at what happened on today, November 4th. So let's get started. First up on this day in history, all the way back in 1846, Benjamin Palmer patents the first artificial leg, or prosthetic. Prosthetics play a major role in today's world, allowing people to be able to walk with 2 legs or even have 2 arms. Thanks to Palmer, there are now people who are able to participate in sports and other various activities. Next, Alcatraz Island gets a new addition to it. In 1854, they erect a lighthouse so that incoming ships are able to see the island at night, or if a convict is trying to escape via lifeboat, they get busted pretty easily. Then a new president was elected back in 1856. President James Buchanan was elected and was the 15th president of the United States of America. Finally, we have one more election coming our way in 1884. However, this one was quite different. Grover Cleveland won against James G. Blaine for his first presidential term. However, he did serve another term, but it wasn't a consecutive 8-year term. Now that we have that out of the way, how about we take a look at some celebrity birthdays? First birthday that we have is famed actor Matthew McConaughey, will be turning 47 years old. Also turning 47 years old is Sean Combs, or hip-hop artist P. Diddy. And last but not least, we have Dallas Cowboys' Dez Bryant turning 28 years old today. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks again for joining me for this episode of Today in History. Everyone have a wonderful day and weekend. Now back to the news desk.
The Bossier Parish Community College Film Institute will be premiering its summer production, A Bus from Dallas, on Thursday, November 10th in the BPCC Performing Arts Theater located in Building C.
A reception will begin at 7 p.m. and the film begins at 7:30. Entry into the premiere is free, and after the break, we'll take a first look at the trailer.
My son is a handsome young man, like a movie star. There's no limit to what he can do. I don't know why he would ruin himself with alcohol. When I think about the happy boy he used to be and how sad his life is now, it breaks my heart. I love him as much as I ever did, maybe more, but I don't understand why this is happening. My therapist recommended I go to Al-Anon family groups. He said Al-Anon members have lived through the same kinds of things that are happening to my family. I didn't want to go to Al-Anon, and I didn't want anyone to know how difficult it's been. But I'm glad I went. Is someone's drinking breaking your heart? You might be surprised at what you can learn in an Al-Anon family group from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or go to alanon.org.
Hi, I'm Rusty Wallace. In racing, the driver is only as good as the team they've got behind them. The same principle holds true in business. A successful company invests in employees that are highly skilled and display good character. Our returning servicemen and women fit that bill. They've shown that they've got the qualities that make them real assets to any company that hires them. In the military, their education may include training in technology, communications, and logistics. But more importantly are the values that they embrace, like courage, integrity, and leadership, the same values that can make a business successful. So if you're an employer, on behalf of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, I want to urge you to hire smart and bet on a vet. It's also a great way to thank them for the service they provided on our behalf. To learn more, call the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes at 1-888-44-SALUTE or visit saluteheroes.org on the web. Thank you.
Odds of becoming an astronaut, 1 in 13,200,000. Odds of being struck by lightning, 1 in 576,000. Odds of dating a supermodel, 1 in 88,000. Odds of bowling a perfect game, 1 in 11,500. Odds of being trapped in an elevator, 1 in 24,528. Odds of catching a ball at a major league game, 1 in 563. Odds of an injury from shaving, 1 in 6,585. Odds of tripping while texting, 1 in 10. Odds of getting cancer in your lifetime, 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women.
It's up to us.
To change the odds for our generation.
For the ones we love. For our future.
If you don't like the odds, stand up. Stand up to cancer.
Oh, yeah. Boy sure looks like his daddy.
Well, who should he look like, Bud? Willie Nelson?
Does a town this little have a bad side?
Ain't no town too little to not have a bad side.
You hate me. I do not. It's just hot.
Well, I believe that angels are all around us all the time.
Do you see your angel right now?
You know, maybe I was stupid to think that I could come here and change things. But I have nowhere else to go. Thank you, Charlene.
Oh.
Once again, I'm Caleb Moore. Thanks for tuning in to the BPCC News.
And I'm Marina Mahmood. Be sure to stay tuned for a taste of BPCC.